difficult it is to plan ahead without accurate forecasting, so we are proud to support the Bovril Forecast, brought to you by the lovely people at Forecast, telling the future one cup at a time. And the forecast for this week is continually showing promise, but ultimately failing to deliver.
Love, love, love. Love, love, love.
That's enough of that. I'm John Twilley, and every Tuesday night at 9 o'clock on Seclo Sounds, I'll be bringing you Soft Touch. We get to the heart of love, dating and relationships in Milton Keynes. With dating tips, real life stories and the best music from the 80s right through to today. This is one relationship you won't want to ditch. Soft Touch, Tuesdays at 9pm on Seclo Sounds, community radio for Milton Keynes.
You're listening to the MooCamp Radio Show on Seclo Sounds because you have impeccably good taste.
Oh, fair enough.
I've often wondered how long... Oh, that's how long... No, still going. That goes on for ages. So you weren't expecting to be doing this tonight, were you?
No, I'm not sitting here listening to a child laughing.
And it's gone.
Right,
22.5 seconds of child laughing.
Child laughing.
Yes, there you go.
Seconds.
Right, you're listening to the MooCamp Radio Show on Seclo Sounds, and I hope you're not regretting that decision.
This is one of our better shows,
isn't it? Yeah. Have you noticed that it's when the others aren't here?
Yeah, as I
think
didn't
there's
want
a
to
pattern
mention
here.
that.
Don't want to say it, but if you're
Brando,
listening,
Bob,
modders,
you know,
shut up.
yeah,
And so-called young Albie.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hashtag just saying,
just
I think
hashtag
is
just saying.
Yeah.
They're obviously like the funny two out the Beatles, aren't we?
No, we're just the two that are still alive.
Right, oh.
That's it.
I hope I'm not Ringo then. I really don't like him. I'm
sorry,
threatening
mate.
you with peace. Right,
Anyway.
back to the reality.
Right, you're listening to the MooCamp Radio Show on Seclo Sounds. That's supposed to be Ringo. That's not very good.
That's very good.
You are. And we had a great day out after the Ipswich game. The Ipswich game was all right in the end. Did last 20 minutes.
Good.
But tell us what we did after that.
After that, we all, well, not all of us, because I've only got 5 seats, but some of us jumped in my car and we all drove down to see Buckingham Town, who now...
Buckingham Town? You went all the way to Buckingham?
No, we didn't, because irony upon irony, they were now playing in Fenny Stratford.
Fenny Stratford? You mean they've moved from their location to another town?
60 miles up the road to moved.
Killing off local clubs all the way?
I was standing outside with a banner.
What did the banner say?
It says, please come in.
Do come in and have a mince pie.
That was great.
We went to see Buckingham Town playing against Northampton... Something nunchucks or something like that.
I didn't realise until after I got home that they're like second in the league, Northampton
nunchucks, yeah, they were.
I was about to say we there, but we were quite far down. I didn't realise that. You wouldn't have known it. There was no great gap in quality, was there?
No, their average gate there is about 20 or 30.
Yep.
And they had 210, I think, was the number, or something like that, or was it 170?
I think it was 100. It was a lot, anyway.
Maybe 170. But anyway, we took a lot of people down just as well, we wanted to see what it was like, really. We had a really good afternoon.
It was fantastic fun.
I mean, for a start, drinking beer on the terraces.
I couldn't, because I was driving.
Well, I don't drink anyway, but, I was pretending. I could have done. That was important.
Or if you're Mr. Susie, you could have sat there with your gin and tonic, which is where the gin and tonic conversation arose from.
Yes, that's where it started. Yes. God, do you remember that?
I do remember it, yeah. Lovely drink.
Yeah, it is a nice drink. It wasn't made very well. We'll talk about it. He's not very good at it. He's let you down badly.
I thought that was a nice one.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have nothing to compare it to, ever.
Yeah. But yeah, A, drinking on the terrace is always good. B, drinking out of a glass on the terraces, brilliant. Then having a man who comes around every 15-20 minutes with a bucket to collect your empties. Which is fantastic.
Everything all right, you said?
Yeah.
Having fun, boys? Well, you were.
They gave us a mince pie on the way in.
They did.
We gave them £4. They gave us a mince pie and 90 minutes of football.
I think at this point we should really mention that it was a certain Mr. Dan McCallum's idea that everyone should go to that.
Mr. Dan McCallum. I mean, we don't do this very often, but genuinely applause Mr. Dan McCallum. It was a great idea, really good thought.
Idea.
And we're possibly going to look to do it again Easter sometime like that, whenever we've got a game, or whenever we haven't got a game and they have.
I think it was quite fortuitous that we kicked off early because everyone was there, if
Yeah.
you see what I mean, in the area. I don't think there would have been as many people going to it if it had been, like, if we didn't have a game
If we
at
weren't
all.
playing at all,
that,
yeah.
That helped, but it was good. What do you reckon to the size of that linesman's boots? You remember?
Those linesman's boots. In fact, the linesman was great. He was
He
really...
had 2 canoes on his feet, that bloke. The biggest feet I've ever seen on a man.
But he was keeping up with play some of the time, which was good.
What?
He was being stalked by groups of people behind him, tracking
In
him
case you're
everywhere
wondering
he
what we're
went.
laughing about, when he was running up and down the line, there was about, what would you say, 6, 7 guys
Yeah.
shadowing his every move up and down the line. It was so hilarious. He kept turning around, didn't he? He took it in good stead, that lad. He really did.
He did. When we asked him for a wave, he
Yeah,
actually gave us a wave too quickly,
did
didn't
give
he?
one too quickly.
No teasing. He didn't
Which came
toy
to
with
the-
us in any way, shape or form.
Indeed, came to the best heckle I've ever heard in my entire life. When someone I know quite well turned around and said, "What did you say again?" I can't remember.
It was something along the lines of, don't wave that quickly, tease us!
That was very funny.
Tease us for a while, man.
That was good. The whole thing was good. It was just funny, you know. I mean, irrespective of the game, which, let's be honest, was the standard you would expect,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
But we had ex-Dons on the pitch.
We did, yeah.
Mr. Daniel Delderfield.
Yeah, he was there.
There were what potentially could be Don's relatives, because the Northampton lot had two players
They had 2 Lewingtons.
called
yeah.
Lewington, including their number 3, which was a little surreal.
Bit weird.
So we actually did sing the All We Want Is a Team of Lewington song at one point.
We were
which-
singing non-stop, weren't we?
We were.
Until we went in. I
Except
think
we
they really
stopped.
appreciated it, you know. I mean, I genuinely, they weren't just like trying to flatter us. I really did think that it made their day, you know, that we weren't.
Ah, definitely. The players enjoyed it.
When that guy scored the goal, he came running across and he did the old
Yeah,
knee
did the
slide.
knee
in front
slide
of
and
us. It was
everything.
Great fun.
Yeah,
So
he-
if you didn't go to that, I genuinely not just saying this, you really did miss out because it was the funniest thing. It really was.
yeah, we had a great day. It really made...
We're trying to fit all Don's chants into Buckingham Town, remember? Not very successful.
And the Devo lads across from us, obviously, which was...
Forgot
there's
about
just-
that turned out to be rather something you shouldn't have laughed at, I think.
That's true, but it was funny anyway.
Well, laughing before it.
We're doing that strange thing on radio where we're imagining something,
Yeah.
and
but
then
you can't see.
people are listening to us laughing about it on the radio.
The opposition bench all had matching bright orange hats on, and from a distance, if you are a fan of a late 70s stroke early 80s alternative rock, you would know that they all look like Devo. Which
Absolutely.
Was highly amusing.
Yeah, for the 4 of us who knew what the hell we
Knew
were talking
what Devo
about.
were, yeah. That
Okay.
was a good laugh.
All right.
That was a good day. I really enjoyed it. Really good fun. In fact, I'm not just saying this, but it was better than any other match I've been at this season.
For quite a
That's
while, yeah.
no exaggeration to say that. It was hilariously funny.
Probably safe to say it wouldn't be if we went every week.
No,
but,
I mean, I ain't going again. Don't get me wrong. It's a one-off. for me.
that's it. Support your local franchise once.
I'm done with that.
We should get a T-shirt done with that.
Dan, get a T-shirt made up.
Brilliant. Okay, probably time to move on. I mean, overall recommendations from us. Yes, do it if you get an opportunity. When it comes up again, do it again. You are listening to the MooCamp Radio Show on Seclo Sounds, and Seclo Sounds exists to bring people and communities together to celebrate all that's best about the city. We produce a variety of music and speech programmes, and we're run by over 60 volunteers. So if you've got a programme idea, now look, there's always room for more. So if you've got an idea for a programme or anything that you'd like to do, send an email to volunteers@seclosounds.org. You can find out more about this show, the station, and other shows that we produce by visiting www.seclosounds.org.
Right, coming up in the next section of this glorious It's Christopher show, we've got a festive footy fact from yours truly. So you know that's going to be the truth. We've got a few more messages of love and respect from the wider footballing community, and we'll be talking about the recent matches against Sheffield Wednesday and Nottingham Forest. Huzzah for us!
Huzzah indeed.
Huzzah!
Okay, you can contact us by pacing backwards and forwards in perfect synchronisation with the linesman, or alternatively you can use more conventional methods. You can contact us on Facebook. We're at facebook.com/the MooCamp. You can tweet us using the hashtag the MooCamp during the show. Text 80085, but remember to start your message with tease us a little bit or else it won't reach us, or you can text direct to the studio on 07848 930396.
Oh, text again. I've got one here from Alan from Norwich, and he's contacted us to ask whether we'd like to go out for a drink sometime. Sorry, I don't drink, mate, as Mr. B here could attest to. Leo from Middleton has suggested that we could see the stadium from his house, but only if many buildings, people, trees and other landscape features were levelled first. Kevin from Bath has sent us a happy Christmas message with smells of aftershave. Oh, cheers,
Bless him.
Lisa from Woofter on the Green has asked if we fancy going for a drink sometime. Well, I'm interested, Lisa.
Yeah.
And Simon from West London has texted in to say that we're a disgrace. We're the lowest form of life imaginable, and they'll probably see us on Boxing Day.
Did you just relocate Simon from London to Simon from West London?
Did I relocate?
You did.
I might have done.
That's kind of interesting. We've just moved him.
Like he's not bothered about things moving that look. Don't give a monkeys about it.
Clearly not. Okay, right. This just in. Following sales of large quantities of cheap tat in the club shop in the run-up to Christmas, Club Supremo Andrew, call me Andy, Cullen today announced the latest of his superhuman series of big days out. Saturday's Boxing Day clash against Cardiff has now been formally announced as Our Fans Will Buy Anything Big Day Out. Anyone who presents themselves at the box office clutching a wodge of hard cash and who is prepared to exchange it for pretty much anything with the club logo or name emblazoned tastelessly across it will be allowed to gain entry for the Boxing Day match for just 20% more than the standard ticket price. More on this once we've bought a pencil sharpener.
Good evening, and here is a footy fact. A seasonal footy fact at that. Santi Cazorla of Arsenal fame is the adopted son of seasonal festive fat man Father Christmas of Christmas fame. Rather than being injured each and every December, he has in fact had a clause inserted into his contract which stipulates that he must have the 24th of the aforementioned month off in order to help with the family business. Unlike his adopted father, however, he isn't a judgmental sort and will dispense gifts regardless of whether you've been naughty or nice.
And that's a fact, because Gers says so.
It's the franchise. It's the franchise watch. It's the franchise watch. It's the franchise watch.
More love and well-being from the world. I could never wish MK Dons well. Plastic franchise football club that I wish didn't exist at all.
This is poor stuff. I do like him, he speaks well, but they are a disgrace of a club.
Funny to see Mickey Maynard, see what they did there, missing a penalty for Franchise FC.
Less said about hashtag franchise FC apologists at Jimmy Bullard's performance on hashtag pointless tonight the better. Flipping heck. There's a man there who's certainly well acquainted with social media. Flipping heck, mate.
But the fact is, I think, I know what'll get him. Yeah. I'm going to criticise Jimmy Bullard's performance on Pointless. That'll really show him.
Show them who we are.
Disappointing that today's programme sees fit to include Wimbledon players in a dream team of Franchise FC. Well, most of them do. Disgraceful. Purposely boycotting today's match with Franchise FC. That sounds remarkably like a Christmas shopping trip to me, disguised as principal. I absolutely hate Franchise FC, so 3 points would be extra lovely today. At MK Dons FC should drop the Dons bit of their name. The club has no affiliation with the real Wimbledon FC. Make your own history. Hashtag MK Dons. Yeah. MK Franchise FC has a ring to it. Hashtag Stolen Football. Hashtag Stolen Football Club has a much better ring to it. MK Stolen Football Club. That's a better one. Dons. Dons FC. Yeah. Sooner Franchise FC fall down the leagues, the better. Bleeping losing to FC Franchise. Hashtag not impressed. Sorry, but if we don't wallop Franchise FC, we don't deserve to be in the playoffs. Their side looks woeful. Franchise FC. The 3 points should be ours tonight against the struggling Franchise FC. I do hope that's for that was Sheffield Wednesday. It was, yeah. Would love to see Franchise FC get relegated. Hashtag you stole a football club. Oh, that hurts that. Oh, it does. That was a painful 45 minutes. We made Franchise FC look like world beaters in the second half. Why are there no fans watching the Ipswich versus Franchise FC? They got no fans, like that guy said. LOL. They got no fans, like that guy said. Because they thought being in the Championship they would sell out. Oh, how wrong Franchise FC were.
First season ever in the Champ. New grounds to visit, just up the M1, and the filthy franchise scum MT kick half a coach full to Forest. Hashtag pathetic. Actually, mate,